Jai Shri Swaminarayan, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Today I'll be reciting to you a story of Dhruvji, a 5-year-old boy. King Uttanpara had 2 wives, one named Suriji, who was very dear to him, and the other Suniti. Dhruv was Suniti's son and Uttam was Suriji's son. Suriji was possessive in nature, and at times she even did not let the king see his first wife, or Dhruv. One evening, Suriji was enjoying a conversation with her husband, and her son Uttam was playing on his lap. At that time, Dhruv, son of Suniti, also came dancing, Uttam playing. He also wanted to get on his father's lap. The king ignored Dhruv, knowing Suriji's nature. Suriji, seeing Dhruv trying to also climb onto the king's lap, was very furious, and she pushed him aside and said that if Dhruv needs to climb his father's lap, then he has to be born from her. Uncontrollable Dhruv, being very sensitive, ran to his mother crying. He was sobbing and told his mother about the happenings. Suniti's heart was touched by seeing tears in her son's eyes. She took him in her arms, smoothed back the locks of hair from his forehead, and kissed his tears away. Dhruv was only 5 years old. He only wanted the love of his father and to sit on his father's lap. Suniti told Dhruv, "What if I told you you can get a bigger kingdom than the one you have already? What if I told you you can get immense love than the love from your father? If you reach out to Lord Narayan, you'll receive immense amount of love, and you'll get to sit on his lap and get a bigger kingdom than of your father's." Dhruv was confused. With tears still in his eyes, he asked his mother who Lord Narayan was. Suniti explained about the mighty Narayan and how he takes off the miseries of those who are in difficulty and fulfill their desires. But this happens only when we take refuge of the Lord, and to attain the Lord it is not an easy thing, for one has to do austerity and penance for years and years. Dhruvji asked his mother for his blessings before he left for the forest. As Dhruv went in search of the Lord and cried out his name, he met the great sage Naradji. He advised Dhruv to go back to the palace where he belonged, for this is not the age to start off in search of God. He also told Dhruv, it is the age to enjoy yourself, and you can meditate on the Lord once you finish your duties in life. Also, there are many animals in the forest that can harm you. Dhruv folded his palms and replied back, "My mother warned me of the animals in the forest, but if you chant Narayan's name and have blessings of your mother, no animal or person can ever harm you. My burning desire is to realize God and to attain the highest goal in life. Please show me the path." Narad, now knowing that Dhruv is the sincere seeker of Lord Narayan, made up his mind and taught him how to meditate with a free mind, and gave him the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He then told Dhruv to repeat it constantly and to always feel the presence of Lord and devote himself entirely in his worship. Dhruv was directed by Naradji to practice meditation and perform tap at Madhuvanam, located on the sacred banks of River Yamuna. Though it was difficult for him to concentrate, he got himself soon into the rigorous tap. As months passed by, he was getting deeper into meditation. Dhruv got himself totally cut and lost consciousness of the outer world. He stopped all movements of his body and stood posed only on the big toe of one foot. 6 months passed, and Lord Narayan could no longer keep away from Dhruv. He was so pleased by his tap and decided to please Dhruv with his desires. So he mounted on his Garuda and landed on earth in front of Dhruv. When Dhruv opened his eyes, he was amazed to see Lord Narayan. Struck by the glory of Sri Narayan, Dhruv could not speak a word, for he was totally taken aback. The Lord touched his right cheek with his divine conch that sparked off Dhruv's speech. He attained divine knowledge, received love from his parents, He got to sit on his father's lap, and he was crowned at the age of 6. So what can we learn from this story? At one point or another in our life, we will all encounter situations that are unfair. Instead of focusing our attention on our misfortunes, we should turn to the Lord, for He will give us the ultimate happiness no matter what age we are. Jai Shri Swaminarayan.